Okay, so let's talk about the secrets of power networking. We constantly hear the value of networking. Oh, you need to make sure you're networking and get out and meet the right people and all this kind of thing. But what does that really mean and what's the value of it? So the first thing to remember is that networking happens between people. It's just people. We all have things we're afraid of. We all have things we really want to do. We all have things we aspire to do. We all have things that are important to us. So when you remember that you're just connecting with another person, it becomes a lot easier to strike up conversations and to initiate contact with people that maybe you've never met before. So the other thing you want to remember is that networking is a numbers game. It's a multiplication of things. So you want to be sure that you're reaching out to new people on a consistent basis. The second thing to remember is that it's all about adding value. So the question you should be constantly asking is, how can I add value to this person? What's the best way for me to help them? Jim Rohn has this great quote, which is that if you help enough people get what they want, you can have anything that you want. So you should constantly be finding ways to add value to other people, whether that is sending them articles, sending them resources, offering to help them, or even making introductions to people that you know. The third thing that you want to make sure you focus on is your digital footprint. A lot of times when someone meets you or hears about you, the first thing they're going to do is run a Google search. So my question to you is, if someone ran a Google search on you today, what would they find? Dun, dun, dun. For some people, that's a scary proposition. So you want to make sure that your digital footprint is clean. And by that, I mean you want to make sure that all of your social networking profiles are current. That means LinkedIn, that means Facebook, that means Twitter. Just be aware of the perception that people can have of you when they find something about you online, because for a lot of people, again, that's where they start. The fourth important thing that you want to do is follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. When is the last time you followed up with someone that you met that you felt was a great connection, or someone you just really liked and had a great connection with? You want to make sure that you are making time to follow up with people. A lot of people go to like an event every week, they hand out all these business cards, they meet all these different people, and then they never talk to them again. That's not really useful to anybody. You want to set aside the time to send an email to that person and say, hey John, it was great meeting you at this event. I would love to set up a call so we can continue the conversation, because that is where the deals are made. That's where the opportunities happen. And networking is really not just about what you know, it's also about who you know and who knows you. So in addition to adding value to other people, you want to make sure that they're staying on top of what you're working on and what's important to you, because they may be able to send clients, opportunities, jobs, all kinds of cool stuff your direction if they know that's what you need next. Also, don't be afraid to ask. A lot of people have an amazing gold mine of network and they don't use it. They're like, oh, I know this person and this person and this person. And it's like, then you should be a bazillionaire and you should be perfectly successful. You should have everything that you want. So make sure that you're using your network and fully leveraging it. Don't be afraid to reach out to people and don't be afraid to ask. A closed mouth does not get fed. So those are my power networking secrets for you. And if you use them, I guarantee your clout will multiply.